Name, Goat King. Authorization, Realm. Edit Private Journal. 217 standard days or 651 shifts post-crash. I really didn't think my job with Nimbus mining would land me in the Veskarium. But as it turns out, the Vesk are buying a lot of metal. And, thanks to a technicality of Vesk martial law, the whole ship got claimed in eminent domain. Nimbus Mining didn't care, they got more than the old ship was worth. The crew, however, including yours truly, were left with no way out of the Veskarium. Vesk 2 was the only planet with a packed world standard day, 3 shifts, a nice comfortable 24 hours. It almost seemed like a good place to take a residence till I could catch a ride out of the system. Only one problem, however. Something big was under the waves. Something that knew how to stay out of sight. Something very interested in the tech ruins on the barren island of Trifodi, surrounded by the Veskarium's own Bermuda Triangle. No, I would not be staying on that planet. Vesk Prime was the next obvious option. Staying at the capital of the Veskarium Empire would allow me to keep an ear to the ground for opportunity. The other benefit to Vesk Prime would be getting fast-tracked into their military. No thank you. They already took the ship I was working on, I don't want them taking me too. I settled on Vesk 4. Life there was Spartan and dull, but they had free healthcare. More importantly, Vesk 4 was doing well for itself, and that meant they didn't feel pressured to be as strict. Vesk 4 was exporting metals to Conqueror's Forge, as well as sending Solarians from the Corona Academy to help clear areas affected by leakage from the drift. Once I settled into my bolt hole, a one-room apartment not much bigger than a closet, I got to work researching the rest of the system. Vesk 3 was in a rough state. Tarat Khan, the only non-Vesk High Despot, had been taken in for questioning. He had been accused of aiding the rebels on Vesk 6. No one really thought he would ever be seen again, honestly. The interim ruler, Marzura the Cruel, was pushing the Skittermanders hard and causing significant damage to the environment in the process. Vesk 6 was in full rebellion, and it only seemed to be getting worse for all of High Despot Kavedero's efforts to stabilize the situation. Vesk 7 and 8 were the most cut off from the system, however. Already the furthest planets from the star, the sister planets were shrouded in a massive cloud of extraplanar material, being referred to as the Maw. While traveling to the planets is impossible, plenty of rumors spread about their leadership. Perhaps the craziest rumor is that High Despot's Sarthis Wrathmaker and Jalara's the Frozen are planning to use this event to secede from the Empire. Because of these developments, Vesk 5.1, a moon of Vesk 5, found itself the furthest stable Vesk settlement from the star. Because of this, it became a natural location for refugees from the crash. I've already spent time in a cramped refugee station, I wasn't doing that again. My research came to a standstill after that. Military secrecy and the poor communication imposed by the crisis made it hard to get details about anything further out, or more important, to the Veskarium. After a few weeks waiting, I've found an opportunity. I don't like it, but there probably won't be any other chances after this. Conqueror's Forge has been churning out ships at a, frankly, unsafe pace. This is why the Veskarium is so desperate for metals right now. As it turns out, a large portion of the Veskarium's naval might was in the drift when the crash happened. They've been bootstrapping their forces back up ever since. You would think the only race to not receive the signal would have been more wary of the drift, but what can you do? Empire's gonna empire. Back to the point, the Veskarium is sending a battle group to the planet Kataria. While Kataria used to be a planet in the vast, a rearrangement of drift beacons has turned it into one of the easiest places to reach via drift travel. The only catch is the Veskarium won't be able to reliably resupply the small flotilla. Because of that, they're gathering suitable non-military ships to play support roles in system. If I'm lucky, I can get back on the Nimbus mining freight ship as the pilot. At the very least, I won't be in the Veskarium anymore. Waden, guide me through the Vesk bureaucracy and beyond to the stars.